We'll see you next week for more adventures.
Hook up the van, we're ready to be hitting the road with Camp By Me.
Today, the terrifying moment. 4 armed invaders storm a Sydney home before a violent attack. See the new vision just in. Breaking news, a man in police custody after a woman dies on the Gold Coast. Why an underworld figure allegedly ordered the firebombing of a Melbourne synagogue. 11 people killed in a skydiving plane crash in France. We are live to California as the Socceroos get their game faces on for a knockout clash against Egypt. And Queensland prepare to name their side for the State of Origin decider as the Blues lock in the squad, hoping to get their hands back on the shield.
From 9 News, this is Today.
Good morning and welcome to Today Early News. We will begin with terrifying new vision this morning of the moment 4 armed men storm into a Sydney home where they cut off the man's hand in the city's southwest. The group then run from the road in Greenacre in single file up the front stairs, barge open the door with a single kick, and they're all holding machetes. It happened on the 6th of June while 4 other people were inside. That group remains on the run. We have breaking news now. A man has been arrested after the death of a woman on the Gold Coast. Emergency services found the woman with life-threatening injuries at a home in Bigara Waters shortly before 8 p.m. They were unable to save her. A 23-year-old man has been taken into custody and is assisting police. We now know why an underworld leader exiled from Australia allegedly ordered the firebombing of a Melbourne synagogue. According to The Age, Kazem Kaz Hamad planned the attack on the Adass Israel synagogue in December 2024 on behalf of Iran in return for being able to run a transnational crime syndicate from the country. Hamad has since been arrested in Iraq on drug trafficking charges. 11 people have been killed after a plane carrying skydivers crashed in northeastern France. Live to Mimi Becker in London. Mimi, the plane came down just metres from homes.
Good morning to you, Jane. Yes, it narrowly missed homes and a shopping centre when it crashed around 11 a.m. and it's understood the light aircraft had just taken off when that crash occurred, and it crashed about 300 metres from the runway. On board that plane was a pilot and 10 passengers. 5 of them were skydiving instructors. The other 5 were people preparing to take their first skydive. It's understood it was a group of nurses that were on that plane, and it's understood that making this tragedy even worse was the fact that their families were actually on the ground there to witness them, what was meant to be their first tandem skydive, but has in turn meant that they witnessed this horrible plane crash. Now, emergency services rushed to the scene, but sadly there was nothing that could be done to save these 11 people, and investigators remain at that scene trying to piece together exactly how this crash happened, Jane.
OK, Mimi, thank you. The grieving parents of a 17-year-old girl allegedly killed by an Australian man in Thailand have spoken of their heartbreak. Her body was discovered in a suitcase, and the 46-year-old from WA is behind bars charged with her murder. Madison Scott has more.
Fighting back tears, the parents of murdered 17-year-old Thunchanok Donhumla spoke to local media in Thailand. Their interview is hard to listen to and their pain is understandably so raw. Speaking in their native language, they recalled their desperate 8-hour drive from northeastern Thailand to Pattaya to find their missing child. Her stepmother says she was a good girl who helped support the family. Thunchanok travelled to Pattaya with an older girlfriend 12 days ago, keeping in touch with her family daily, but on Friday she couldn't be reached. Simon Peter Carmen, a truck driver from Western Australia, allegedly murdered her in a hotel room the day earlier, put her body in a suitcase and then dumped it in scrub 10 minutes away. While Thai police say Carmen has admitted to placing the girl's body in the suitcase, he claims the teenager demanded money and tried to rob him before a struggle ensued.
I feel bad for what happened to your daughter. It was out of my control. I hope you, I know you'll be very sad, upset, same me.
Why you kill her?
Okay.
You kill her, right?
No, not her.
If convicted of murder in Thailand, Carmen could face the death penalty, but it's little comfort to the girl's family, who will never see their daughter alive again.
3 children have been injured after a car ploughed into the front of a chicken shop on Sydney's northern beaches. The driver is believed to be the father of one of the children, who he had come to pick up from the shop in Allambie Heights yesterday afternoon.
I hear big accident and there I'm run to rescue kids and then get inside. I see like a boy on the floor.
An 11-year-old boy suffered leg injuries and was taken to hospital. The 2 other children were treated for minor injuries. One Nation has taken a dive in the polls while Labor has recovered slightly. But for the Coalition, it's not looking good. Live to Amanda Kopp in Canberra. Amanda, what are these numbers showing?
Jane, despite the backlash over Labor's most recent budget, the party has bounced back. There's polling from our colleagues at the Financial Review showing on primary votes, support for Labor has risen to 30%, One Nation trailing just behind on 29%, while the Coalition has gone backwards to 18%. Given the furore over the budget and a clear path for easy political hits over broken promises, that's not a good result for the Coalition. On a two-party preferred basis, though, Labor is well ahead of One Nation. That polling comes after party leader Pauline Hanson's wide-ranging address at the National Press Club, where we heard more about the details of her policy platform. Perhaps, Jane, people not liking what they're seeing.
Time will tell, Amanda. Thank you. New details have come to light about the fuel supply on a Qantas flight that was forced to make an emergency landing near Adelaide. Defence Department documents have revealed the plane had less than 20 minutes of fuel after landing at an RAAF base at Edinburgh due to wild weather. The pilot warned authorities the plane's fuel supply would be on, quote, bare bones if it missed its chance to land after circling Adelaide Airport. Let's get today's top sports stories now. Blues coach Laurie Daly has made 6 big changes for the State of Origin series decider, axing Origin mainstay Brian To'o and promoting Dolphins star Jack Bostock in what he describes as a difficult decision.
He's given great service to New South Wales and I'm sure he'll be back, but just for this game we just feel like we just needed to make that change. Jack was a part of the 19 down there in Melbourne. He's a big body, he's an aerial threat, and he's someone that we think will do well in Game 3.
Daly also dropping Katoni Staggs while recalling Bradman Best, Homole Olakauatu, Liam Martin and Stephen Crichton. Fremantle has put together a flawless performance against the Gold Coast Suns to claim its 14th straight win. Michael Frederick starring in the Dockers' 51-point masterclass, doing the heavy lifting in the forward line.
Going for equal career best 4 goals he had in the Derby last year. It has been his day so far. Frederick equals his career high with the 4 goals and adds to the pain of the Suns.
The Suns kicked just 3 goals, recording their lowest ever score against Freo. Let's take a look at the weather across the country now. Brisbane, a shower or 2, 21 degrees, wet and a top of 20 for Sydney today. Canberra heading for 15, rain in Melbourne, 17 the top, or 16 actually, 15 degrees for you in Hobart. Adelaide can expect some showers, a top of 18 degrees, 18 and wet in Perth and a top of 31 degrees in Darwin. Straight ahead on Today Early News, Spanish nationals evacuated from Venezuela as rescue crews try to find 70,000 missing people. Plus, see the moment fireworks explode from a home engulfed in flames in South Australia. And we're live to California as the Socceroos prepare for their match against Egypt at the FIFA World Cup. Right across Australia, this is Today Early News on 9, and when you go, we're streaming on 9 Now.